Hello everyone, welcome back to Nigerian Film. So guys, let's talk about the problem that is currently going on in this Okon community right there in Benin City. And I'm sure that most of you already know that there is a huge problem going on in that community that has led to the bringing down of a lot of people in the past 3 days. Even the vigilantes, the small Baba vigilante squad was attacked and some of its vigilante members were brought down. I am going to be telling you guys what is really going on with this community, and I will be playing a lot of voice notes to explain everything that is going on. But before I get into this video, I quickly want to point out two things, and you will have these two things at the back of your mind while I am explaining. I think it might just help in the explanation. And these two things that I am about to say is the mistake that they have made in this community, and it might be very difficult to rectify. The first one is that you never mix a community problem with confraternity. When you mix a community problem with confraternity, most of the time it is very difficult to separate. And we are going to be seeing this in the explanation in this video. And the second mistake that they made in this community is that a community that is very peaceful, you don't bring people down. Because if you bring someone down in a peaceful community, most of the time it is very difficult to stop the death, because the numbers of people that is being brought down is just going to keep increasing, which is what we are currently seeing in this community. So with that out of the way, let's dive into the video. So this whole community problem, this whole killings in this particular community started with these two young men that you are currently seeing on your screen. I know a lot of people might be surprised because these two young men, Schoolboy and Emma Sexy, is said to have been brought down by some Black Ass members in the war between Black Ass and Mafite. You see, these two young men were brought down in midst of this particular war between these two groups, and it was said that they were brought down because of the confraternity war. However, the recent findings, the recent update, have stated that they weren't brought down because of a confraternity war. They were brought down because of a community problem. Now, first of all, I want to point out that this community is not fighting for land. There is a voice note that said that they are fighting for land. That is not true from my investigation, because I spoke with the people in the community directly. They are not fighting for land. They are fighting for leadership. Who is going to be the chairman of the community? And this is what they are fighting for. Apparently, the chairman generates a lot of money. So this is basically almost like a political community fight. And this is what is going on there. So it is said that Schoolboy is very outspoken. And because of this community problem, they paid some Black Ass members to pull a hit on him and eliminate him. Straight up assassination, according to words on the street. And on that very day that the young man was brought down, Emma Sexy happened to be with him. He wasn't the target. Schoolboy is said to have been the person they targeted. But because he was with him, because Emma Sexy was with him, that is why they brought both of them down. According to words on the street, the information floating on the street is that the people that brought down Schoolboy are members of Black Ass. They were paid to do it, but they had disguised as if it is a confraternity war, and this is what a lot of people are saying. Now, after Schoolboy and Emma Sexy was brought down, because they are Mafite members, the war between these two groups in Benin City escalated because of the bringing down of these two people, and a couple of people were brought down. Now, after the commissioner of police called all the confraternities in Benin City, told them to stop bringing each other down and settle the differences that they had, the leaders agreed that they are going to stop bringing each other down. Some people decided to pick up arms again and continue the community war. Now, on that very fateful day that some people were brought down, including the vigilantes, what had happened is that these young men that pick up tools to continue the community problem had went to meet a vigilante in his house right there in Okun, and this vigilante is by the name of Small Baba. Now, let's not mix this up with the other popular vigilante by the name of General Small Baba. The person that this young man went to meet in his house is not General Small Baba. It is another vigilante that also have the nickname Small Baba. Now, when they went to meet Small Baba in his house, they brought him down, and after they brought down Small Baba, they were going to a hotel to go attack other people. So while they were on their way to the hotel, they met this young man on the way who is by the name of Danjuma. Now Danjuma is said to be a vigilante. He is also said to be a member of Black Ass, very popular in that particular area. A lot of people said he was the leader of Black Ass when he was a student in the University of Benin. The young man is a very popular Black Ass member and also a vigilante. So this young man saw Danjuma all the way and they fired at him. Danjuma fell down. General Smobaba got a call that there are some people that have started problems again right there in Okon community. So while General Smobaba was in his car going to the place to see what is going on, that is when he was ambushed by this same particular young man that went to bring down the other Smobaba in his house. They lay ambush on General Smobaba and his vigilantes, bringing down 3 of his vigilante members, comprising of his own son. The man lost his son to this vigilante job, and when they also brought down his son, they also brought down someone else. So that very night, it is said to be 5 people that were brought down. So when General Sumobaba noticed that they have brought down some of his men, he tried to fight back. It was a standoff before he ran into the bush. While he was in the bush, he called the vigilantes in that area, told them to reinforce with soldiers so that he can be saved. And the vigilantes in the area is said to have quickly put a curfew, and they later came with military officers to fight off these young men that attacked General Sumobaba. Now I am going to tell you guys the people that attacked General Sumobaba and also brought down Danjuma, who is said to be a popular Black Ass member. But before I do that, I want to play an audio for you guys of the vigilante in that area when he put a curfew, or rather his voice note, talking about General Sumobaba is being attacked because General Sumobaba had told him to call the military so that they can come and rescue him. He was in the bush. He tried his best. He tried to fight back. It seemed like he was already overpowered and already lost some men. So him and the men that were remaining ran into the bush. So I will play this voice note, and I will also play the voice note of General Sumobaba explaining. And after that, I will tell you guys the people that went to pull this hit.
0052 to control, Syria Chalugbo has on this Evaro. Control, be informed that there's a serious disaster in my AORO. Community called Okun community. A series of killings is taking place as I speak with you now. I think they have killed almost 5 men now as I speak over land dispute and whatever. So please, I need a backup in my AORO. Please receive and copy. Tango Yankee over.
00 to control. General Sumobaba was attacked in Okhun community by 4 Joshua. Towards Uogwa Road was attacked. 2 of his men were dead now, but General Sumobaba was rushed to nearby hospital now. Tango Yankee.
This is the voice of General Sumobaba. Control. I thank God for what happened today, and it's a very painful incident. This is General Sumobaba. The call we received earlier that some Mulons attack some of our operatives in Okhun. They shot that man to death. The man still BS Mobaba. He BS Mobaba by nickname, and it's my very good boy. They call it Mobaba in Okon. He was attacked by some Mulons and they killed him. That was the phone we received, and they said the Ulons, they are in one hotel, destroying the hotel, shooting sporadically, trying to attack people from the hotel. As we had it, they described the hotel that after the youth office of Okhun. I now mobilize my men. I called the vice of the community. He told me that they are on their way coming. The vice is an operative too. And I called many operatives in Okhun. They said they are in the old office. We went to through Wogwa area, we went to the old office. When we were at the old office, we only met only two operatives there. I now asked them, where is the commander? They said the commander and some operative, they are inside the community. And I called the commander, Commander Ken of Okhun. Commander now told me that he's in a Fort Junction by Uogwa side, opposite to Uogwa. I don't know the Fort Junction. The road opposite to Uogwa there is still Fort Junction because one is going to the former office, one is coming to the new Lagos road, while one is going to Uogwa and another one is still going to east side Okun. So we were hoping that is that place. Not unfortunately, we were driving close to that place. We did not see any sign of anybody. We noticed that we were seeing some lights inside back of a house. I now called commander, where are you? You said you are in Uogwa Junction by Fort Junction. We are here now. We never met anybody here. Before he replied me, we started hearing gun. They shoot inside our vehicle. Shot my son, who is my driver. Shot two of my operatives who were working with me. When I noticed that inside the vehicle were silent, I called this. That was the time I brought up my pump action. I started shooting face to face with them. Then I now ran into the bush. Two of my operatives who were also shot, they escaped with me. That was how we entered the bush. After we moved deeply in the bush, I now called the vice, tell him where I am. Please, if you are coming, come with soldier. We call many police, no one respond. The vice never failed. He came with two lots of a soldier, loaded with soldier. I believe that because the people that giving them information, they were also riding bike up and down in the room. So that was how the soldiers and the vigilantes operative in Okhun come reinforce on them before the area became calm. Before I came out in the bush, I and my men, we are in a hospital presently. That is what happened today. We never had before that is a land dispute, and I believe Okun don't have any land dispute with somebody because I live at Okun. I have two houses in Okun. My senior wife is living at Okun. I stays at Okun. This very person I cite this evening, there was a time he mobilized people to Okun. He killed somebody. This man were arrested and charged to court. So I'm surprised to cite that man inside the people who were shooting us. He was inside. So that is what happened today. As I speak, 3 of my operatives, they are in mortuary. While 4 of my operatives, they are in hospital responding to treatment. They sustained serious gun injury. That is what happened. Tango Yankee, over. General Smobaba, head of tactical team, reporting.
So you have already heard when General Smolaba explained and also the other voice note of the vigilante. Now, the question is, who pulled this hit?
They see the MF now. They see that man every day say that motor with they say that vigilante motor. See those vigilante way down so now it's now side people. See not do that one. See now road there for seeing. They go bust men for one guest house we met day. Now vigilante get the update. They have a light for the scene now. Vigilante come quick bracket enter the scene and they face vigilante. Now road where they go and they sit down Juma, they fall down Juma. So
So according to words on the street, it is said that it was Mafite members that pulled the heat on the vigilantes, also bringing down Danjuma. So people are saying that Mafite members are still angry because of the death of Schoolboy and Emma Sexy. A lot of Mafite members have said that it is not just Mafite members that went to pull that hit. They said other confraternities are involved, and they said that members of Eye were also part of the people that went to pull that hit, that it is because of the community problem. Now the thing is that some Eye members have said that Eye is not involved in the people that went to pull that hit. Now after this has went viral, the Black Ass Hit Squad went into the streets of Okon. They were looking for members of Mafite that can be seen walking anyhow up and down. But by this time, the Mafite members still maintain that it is a community problem, that it is not a confraternity war, that even if the people that went to pull that hit or the people that are involved are members of Mafite, that they didn't do it for Mafite. So they were saying that if the Black Ass Hit Squad bring down any Mafite in Okon, it is going to be a serious confraternity war. But the Black Ass members have already said that it is a confraternity war because the people that went to bring down Dajuma. So a young man was brought down in his shop. The young man sells provision. He was inside his shop where he sells provision. So they brought down the young man, and the young man that was brought down is said to be a member of Mafite, and it is said that he was brought down by some Black Ass Hit Squad. But after everything, the Mafite members have said that that young man that was brought down is innocent, that the young man is not their member. Now it seems like the confraternity war between these two groups have started again in the city of Benin, tied in community problem. Anyway, you are watching Nigerian View.